Good morning, everyone. The Delaware County Commissioner meeting for October 31st, 2024 is now in session. I failed to ask if the person would be willing to do it, but I bet he would. Carlos, would you like to do some Pledge of Allegiance?
Sure.
And I put you on the spot there.
Been a while, hopefully.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. My apology for putting you on the spot, but I appreciate you honoring us with doing that. I'm Gary Merrill. I'm president of the board. To my right is Vice President, Vice Chair Barb Lewis, and to my left is fellow Commissioner Jeff Benton, our Administrator Tracy Davies, and of course our clerks Brandy and Jennifer. Let's begin.
Resolution number 24-881, in the matter of approving electronic record of proceedings from regular meeting held October 28th, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Vote.
Vote on motion 24-881. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
We do not have any public comment today. That brings us to item number 3, resolution number 24-882, in the matter of approving purchase orders and now certificates and payments of warrants in batch number CM APR 1030 and memo transfers in batch number MT APR 1030.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Vote.
Vote on motion 24-882. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 24-883, in the matter of approving travel expense requests.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Vote.
Vote on motion 24-883. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
For item number 5, we are joined this morning by Carlos Crawford, our Chief Public Defender, and we're going to recognize him on an award that he won.
As Carlos Crawford comes forward, I had called him. We're very proud, very pleased with the job that our Public Defender's Office is doing. And I just recently received an award, and I asked Carlos, would they come and share that with us and his team?
Yeah. Well, thank you for inviting us here today. We're very happy and honored to receive the Claire Shortwoods Foltz Award. The award is the Ohio's top award for public defenders. It's given annually, and our office received that this year. The purpose of the award or the accolades that are received from us specifically were that we received it because of our outstanding indigent defense, essentially, not only just doing our job, but expanding the office, getting social workers, expungement clinics, which we have on November 7th coming up, an expungement clinic. And so the Office of Public Defender told us that they saw the growth in our office, the amount of people we were serving, the growth in caseloads, things like that, and in such a short period of time, and gave us this award. So,
Do you want to introduce people with you?
yes, and Lisa Cecily here, which her name actually got mentioned by the Ohio Public Defender when they gave us the award, because they remembered at one point it was essentially just Lisa and Jenny for a while, no attorneys in the office, no attorneys working for them, no guidance. And so they had a good relationship with the Ohio Public Defender's Office because they had no one else to turn to when there were billing issues or attorney appointment issues. And I think we won the award because Jenny and Lisa aren't bothering them so much. So I think they're happy to get them out of their hair. So they're like, here you go. But the office has come a long way, and they have recognized that. So Jenny Downey, our program administrator, and Jeff was at the conference as well. Jeff is a assistant public defender in our office. So.
Anyone will say anything?
It's just a lovely acknowledgement and recognition. It's nice to be recognized, and we appreciate the honor.
And I was there with Carlos.
Come close to the mic, might be.
So, Jeff Urich, and I was at the office when Carlos was appointed as Chief Public Defender. I was really happy to see him come on board because I knew him previously and I knew he would do an outstanding job. He's done just that. We have a team of outstanding attorneys, and I've been around a long time, and these guys are good. And our staff, Jenny, Lisa, and everybody else is just top-notch. So I'm honored to be part of that team.
You always have to, yes?
Pressure, pressure.
I will be brief. My name's Lisa, and I am very proud of this award because, as he said, when I first started, there was no public defender office. I fought hard. I fought with the commissioners. I fought with the judges. I fought with the attorneys to say, look, you have to get this together because Jenny and I are not attorneys, and we're running this thing. It needs to be a public defense office. And I retired in 2020 after 30 years with Delaware County. And a few years later, you guys did that very thing. And I'm very proud of that, the groundwork that went into it. And then Carlos called me and said, come back to work for me. And so I'm back, working with the Public Defender's Office. I'm very proud of it. So thank you.
Okay, I'm going to use my prerogative as the president of the board. I'm going to go first. I don't normally do that. But there's a lot of people who were involved in establishing the Public Defender's Office. I recall time gets away from me 6-7 years ago when, I can tell you the month, it was August, and the judges and the prosecutor, we had a work session, and they made a very compelling argument to move forward, and over the next year, we were able to put in place what we have today with some adjustments over time. And I'm on the CCAO board, and more than once I've complimented the job we do in this county and the way we do the job in this county. I'm extremely proud of what all of you are doing, and you're serving a very important cause. That's making sure that people are given the opportunity to defend themselves, and I applaud all of you. Thank you, God. Thank you very much. I'll now open it up to Commissioner Lewis.
Thank you.
Sure. Well, I can't say, I mean, I am so happy to see everybody here today and just for you to get the recognition that you received. I mean, it just speaks volumes of the work that you're doing. Many people know about this already. I was on a Zoom that I mentioned the other day with Council of State Governments, and Cassie Neff mentioned how she uses stepping up, uses your office, calls, and if she has questions on things, and it's really, and beyond the questions, I think, you know, you have really provided her not only with good information, but then with the follow-through that she said was really necessary. And I am glad that Jeff is here. I've heard of your excellent legal work through my husband, Jim. And I think, again, that speaks so highly of Carlos, because you came here. Carlos is one of the reasons that fortunately you two were here and stuck it out. But then with Carlos coming aboard, it was so great because he has attracted other excellent people, be they attorneys or and others, social worker, others. So thank you so much. The reward is so well deserved.
Commissioner Benton, nothing left for you to say.
Well, I've got a couple ideas on original thoughts. But thanks and congratulations. You represent Delaware County very well, and I'd just like to kind of reinforce that this is a great collaboration of the judges, you know, the previous public defender structure, and coming up with a much improved structure for Delaware County, one that's now famous statewide. And that's great to see. And so congratulations on that. You know, just a very innovative structure. I think it is a great model going forward, you know, for other counties to take a look at and do as appropriate in their counties. But I also want to reinforce that we are also continuing to invest in a new home for you.
Yes.
That is going to be ready here real soon, and makes a lot. Again, one of those things makes a lot of sense. You know, to get your own building, your own facility, You've expanded very nicely, and I think it's just a good location, good fit, new facilities, and new facilities. So again, congratulations, and you know, we're just very proud of you guys, and we have a number of our departments and offices that are getting these statewide awards, and it's just great to see great leadership. So thank you.
And I'm gonna push you on the spot, and when you guys get the new building, I hope you invite us over for a tour.
Yeah,
Will you do that?
Yeah, we're gonna do an open house, and invite judges, commissioners, any, parties in the county, even some of the nonprofits, Legal Aid and Mary Haven and other partners who we think have helped us become successful. And we
Carlos, when is the move-in date? Do you have a firm date at this point?
No, we don't. No.
I know it's getting close.
Yeah, that's what we hear too, so, no idea really. I mean, I think furniture was just approved about a week ago. So I'm guessing a month and a half, just, quick guess.
I just
but-
want to add, it says a lot about our county when the judges and the prosecutor ask for a work session to talk about, to make sure this group, and people who need indigent defense are served well and given a proper defense. I mean, the prosecutor sits on the other side of the table, it's still important to her. And that says a lot about who our prosecutor is. And the judges want to make sure things are done in a way that fair hearing is given. And it says a lot about everybody in this county who's worked very hard to make this happen. But ultimately, you're the guys day in and day out that make it work. And can't say that strongly enough.
I've got to add one thing.
Okay.
You reminded me, so many people compliment you. It's hard to remember all those compliments, but so I've got to pass more on too. But the judges and just unsolicited comments about how happy they are to be working with you and how smoothly, much more smoothly, their dockets are, and they're working. And it was great. And there was a very unsolicited comment that I received from our prosecutor, Melissa Schiffel, who told me the other day, she said, I really enjoy working with Carlos so much. He's just excellent. So again, just more compliments that are so well deserved.
Thank you. And if I can just say a few parting words, we did receive the award as an office, but this is certainly a county award. We go to the conference every year and we hear horror stories about how people can't get funding for basic things they need. So I was talking to another chief public defender there, and I told her, I said, you know, I commend what you're doing, because the fight you're having to fight, you know, there's different fights, that financial fight that you have to fight just to hire people or to pay them even a workable wage. One of the offices, I think their budget was like $65,000 on an attorney. You cannot hire an attorney in 2024 for $60,000 and think they're gonna stay there any longer than the next opportunity that's presented before them. So as far as our facilities and everything we need, we definitely thank you. I would not be able to maintain a very high level of staff that I do, but not for you guys' support. So that's very important. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank
you
you.
guys. You got that? You want to get a photo? Let's get a photo with that.
Oh,
Sure.
let's get a photo. Yes, that's great. On us.
You guys. You guys. Maybe one or two of those. There you go.
See ya.
I only knew because I got friend on the phone and working up to the break. You know, to say it is suddenly at work.
You know me, I'm stuck here forever.
Oh, yeah, it was a conference that they announced it during lunch.
So no heads up.
So no heads up, except for just kind of asking us about his schedule a little more often than they. Oh. Yeah, right with that. So we're like, okay.
We didn't know it was a surprise.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Well, guys, well done.
Thank you very much. Well done.
Nice seeing you,
Nice
Jim.
to see you.
Nice seeing you.
I appreciate it. Tell him I said hello.
I sure will.
With that, let's continue.
Item number 6, resolution number 24-884, in the matter of approving a transfer of funds and a supplemental appropriation for Job and Family Services.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, discussion.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Jennifer Wattenshade. I'm the Business Administrator with Job and Family Services. The transfer of funds, we're doing the supplemental appropriation first, just to increase the budget lines, of course, and then the transfer of funds is just to shift where our funding was paid into, where it needs to actually be to cover our shared costs based off of our RMS statistics.
Any questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 24-884. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 24-885, in the matter of approving the third amendment to the contract for the purchase of residential treatment and foster care services between Delaware County Department of Job and Family Services and New Mercy Outreach Incorporated.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, discussion.
Currently, we have 16 youth in care right now. We have not had anyone placed with this facility since April. We're hoping to keep it that way. Our numbers have been trending down. Our caseworkers have been doing an excellent job to keep them, or to reunite them with their families, keep them out of care, prevent them from coming in altogether. So hopefully, although this was a rate increase, hopefully we don't have to use them anytime soon. So.
Questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 24-885. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 24-886, in the matter of approving the second amendment to the contract for the purchase of psychological services between Delaware County Department of Job and Family Services and Kara Predmore, Physician D.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, discussion.
Well, as you know, there is a difficult time finding mental health providers to do evaluations and assessments for youth to determine, placement risk, things like that. This office has been wonderful with working with us to provide, extra scheduling time to get us in whenever we need them. So they've been a great help. They did do a rate increase, but their availability and ability to assist when we need it is definitely beneficial for our agency.
Questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 24-886. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 9, resolution number 24-887, in the matter of approving supplemental appropriations.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, discussion.
Good morning, Commissioners. Justin Navi, Director of Finance. This first item's been submitted to process annual maintenance chargebacks to various ditch projects.
Questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 24-887. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 24-888, in the matter of approving supplemental appropriations.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, discussion.
Thanks, Commissioners. This second item pertains to the payment of startup maintenance costs on 2 new ditch projects, and these payments will be going to soil and water.
Questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 24-888. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 24-889, in the matter of approving supplemental appropriations, a transfer of appropriations, and an advance of funds.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, discussion.
Thanks, Commissioners. This final item is mostly attributed to the repayment of duplicate grant payments from the Mental Health Board. These were made back in 2022 to the Juvenile Court and Probation Department. There's also a line item for the Clerk of Court's Auto Title Office for carpet replacement at the Lewis Center office.
Any questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 24-889. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Resolution number 24-890, in the matter of accepting a donation for the sheriff's office.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, discussion.
Good morning, Mikkel Roy, Finance Director, Sheriff's Office. This donation was received from Gammon Consulting on behalf of IT Serve to help support our K-9 operations.
Questions or comments? Call for vote.
Vote on motion 24-890. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Resolution number 24-891, in the matter of approving change order number 2 with Paladine Incorporated and change order number 2 with Tidewater Products Incorporated.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, discussion.
Morning, Commissioners. Tiffany Mag, Director of Environmental Services. So both of these contracts allow for 3 one-year extensions based on the Consumer Price Index. So we're increasing both of these contracts by 2.5%, which is what the CPI was adjusted to this year. We typically spend about $350,000 on polymer at all of our plants.
Questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 24-891. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 24-892, in the matter of setting the bid date and time to receive bids for the 2025 ferric chloride chemical supply contract for Delaware County Regional Sewer District.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, discussion.
So this is another chemical contract. We use this for phosphorus removal at OECC and Lower Scioto. We typically spend about $40,000 per year, but in 2024, we've had to spend additional at OECC because of the construction that's ongoing. Once that construction is complete, we're expecting that we will spend very minimal cost at OECC because of the way that we're setting up the new aeration tanks. We'll have biological phosphorus removal instead of chemical phosphorus removal. So likely we'll be below that $40,000 moving forward.
Okay, questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 24-892. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 24-893, in the matter of approving transfer of funds and a transfer of appropriations for the Regional Sewer District.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, discussion.
So these are our end-of-the-year transfers, which they come out of our 662 fund, which is our revenue fund, and they get transferred to our 666, which is the O&M fund, which funds the projects at the treatment plants and any upgrades, and then also the 667 fund, which is our capital fund, which spurs the new areas that we're bringing sewer to, like for instance, Berlin Business Park Pump Station. So we budgeted these in 2023 with Justin to set up to get us through 2024, and then now we're working with Justin on setting up our 2025 budget based on these numbers and where the accounts are currently. Also, we do have one transfer, which is because of the increased chemical cost. That's a $100,000 transfer into our chemical line item for 2024.
Questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 24-893. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 24-894, in the matter of certification of delinquent accounts to the county auditor for accounts to be assessed to payable year 2025 taxes.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, discussion.
So these are for the May, June, and July billing cycle. We are at 4.95% of our accounts that are delinquent, total of right around $210,000 for that quarter. We did collect from 2023 of the accounts that were certified. We collected 100.9% of those certifications in 2024 from what was certified in 2023. So overall, you know, it's unfortunate that we have to certify, but we are made whole in the end. So that is a good thing.
This number looks a little larger than past.
It's actually just because of the new accounts. We've been at right around 4.5 to 5.1%. For
So
a couple
percentage-wise, really
years
ballpark.
now. The percentage-wise is maybe slightly higher, but kind of right in line.
Okay. Any questions or comments?
Yeah, question, how can you collect over 100% of the certified accounts?
It's because of the fees that are tacked on. There's
okay, so
the
it's-
late fees and the auditor's fees.
The 100% doesn't include the amount certified.
Correct.
Okay,
So
got
it
it,
includes, we collect a little bit more, right, because of having to certify and the people paying the late fees.
Yep.
So.
Okay.
That's probably a good clarification, because others were probably wondering.
Yeah, I didn't want to think we were
Yeah.
So,
And another
overcharging.
thing that I should note is that our admin staff has been doing a really good job of outreach and getting people on automatic payments. They've increased the total percentage of users up to 28% over the past couple of years, which is huge, because I think when we first rolled out the program, The only way that they could set up was with the ACH, and that kind of gave people some hesitation to give their bank account information. We've since found a way to not only give that as an option, but now we have additional options as to how they can have automatic payments. So that number has been steadily increasing over the past couple of years, which is really good.
Yeah, I noticed the list, for some reason, this time we actually got the list of the delinquent accounts. I don't know why exactly, I was just kind of glancing through. I mean,
I'll ask Jennifer that question. I always have the list.
Usually comes in an email. You got it printed this time.
Get printed, okay. Again, it was interesting. I mean,
Yeah.
there's some addresses in my neighborhood that I recognize, you know.
Not yours, I trust.
No, we're current, we're current. But it is, it's interesting. It's across the whole county. I mean,
Yeah.
or across your whole service area.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. You see a lot of, 1 month charges on there though, right? It's like $105 or whatever.
Yeah, and that's what
it is.
most of them were.
Yes,
We're
yeah.
clear, a three-month quarterly billing.
Right, and that's kind of how it's set up is, once you are 90 days past due, so if those people just continue not paying, that $105 will just keep going on every month, and then at the end of the year, they'll have, whatever that total number is, 400 and some dollars certified to their taxes.
Right, and I didn't see any large individual customers. I may have missed it, but
Yeah.
most of them are just the $100 to $150 range. It's interesting.
Yeah, probably because the commercial accounts are set up differently as to how they pay, but,
Right.
yeah.
Right. So anyway, good to know. Thank you.
Okay, call for vote.
Vote on motion 24-894. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
All right,
Before you
and-
walk away,
Oh, well, she hasn't.
Yeah, we got the presentation.
okay, I'm gonna,
Presentation too.
anyway, see before you do that. I got a call regarding the lighting at Old Tinge. I don't know if my fellow commissioners did. Do you want to just update us for the benefit?
Yes, I have received a call as well, and I've talked to our staff that's on site there, the manager at OECC. So we have had a couple instances where people have noticed a light at the brand new screen building. When it's turned on in the middle of the night, they say it's, kind of lighting up the whole area, and it seems like it's a little bit of a nuisance. So we've worked with our staff to make sure that light is turned off at all times unless they're in there working. But also at the same time, we're going to work on some type of, whether it's shades on the windows or something that just dampens that effect, so that we don't continue to hear those kinds of complaints, because we certainly want to be a good neighbor in the area there. So we've also worked really hard on getting the landscaping done out towards 315. So if you've driven past it, it was a mess about 3 months ago, and we made sure that they didn't let this fall pass us by without putting in. They did some mounding, added quite a bit of trees, some evergreens, and then also they've finished out the seeding and mulching with the new grass. So hopefully within the next month or so, it's going to start to look really nice out there, at least by 315. But back behind the plant, it's still a mess for another about 6 to 8 months.
So middle of next year it'll be completed?
Yeah, I think August of 2025 is the completion date, so that's probably substantial completion, so by next fall, it'll be looking really nice.
Very good. Proceed.
All right,
Good.
Director Mag has her monthly sanitary and date for the board.
All right, I'll let you go ahead. Okay, sorry, I think I should zoom out a little bit. But so the first one that we have is independent living at Old State. This is a John Wick's real property design and development project. This is 22 condo units off of South Old State Road. And then that's a subdivider's agreement. Then the other ones are all sewer acceptances. All 4 of these are Pulte projects. So we have, first of all, Nelson Farms. This is, I think, finishing out the Nelson Farms subdivision, which is over near Sawmill Parkway off of Hyatt's Road. 37 units here. And then we have Berlin Bluffs Section 1 and Section 2. This is up at Cheshire and Pirate Road. They've got 40 units in Section 1 and then 29 in Section 2. And then finally Slate Ridge. This is down off of the new Home Road extension. That's east of 23, 16 single-family lots here for Pulte, once again, just kind of moving through that subdivision. So I think this is kind of the time of the year that developers try to wrap up their projects and start to get the foundations built with the home. So that's why we see a little bit more acceptances than new projects, typically, late fall.
Any questions, Tiffany? Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you,
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
That brings us to administrator reports.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tracy Davies, Administrator. Just wanted to let you know that the ownership of the county Channing Street properties has officially now transferred to Homeport, and we look forward to seeing that project come to fruition.
Very good. Any, Commissioner Lewis, I'll let you go first.
I don't have anything.
Commissioner Bennett?
Had a couple things, kind of related to what Tracy was just talking about. They went to a Housing Alliance meeting, and they're very excited about having the Homeport project move forward, as are we, for a whole bunch of reasons. It does, adds another element of housing that we need. It helps rejuvenate the east side. Mill on Flax is really moving along. That's gonna be a nice.
That's
nice
gone up
add.
really fast.
Yeah, it really has. What a great location on the river, across from the park. I mean, again, it's just, congratulations to them, and and the other things, quite honestly, that are going on over there really are rejuvenating the east side, and adding important housing options for our community. Had a JEDI meeting yesterday afternoon. Jobs Ohio presented on the various programs they have available for economic development, and good presentation. It was very informative. There is a lot at Jobs Ohio, and a lot of things we can continue to work with them on. Got the Berkshire Park ribbon cutting on Saturday morning. And then last, I wanted to mention that the sheriff got their annual jail inspection report and got 100% approval. And I just wanted to point out a couple statistics. The Delaware County Jail is in compliance with 177 standards, 53 essential and 124 important. And Delaware County Jail did not comply with 0 standards. So, again, just a great report, and nice compliment to the whole team out there and Sheriff Balzer, who do just an outstanding job with managing, running our jail. That's all I got.
I may be at the Berkshire ribbon cutting on
You're gonna go
Saturday as
too?
well. It's
Yeah.
on my calendar.
It's an important park for Berkshire
Yeah,
area.
I'm very proud of it.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. The only thing I will add is Veterans Parade, Sunday, 3 o'clock. And it's our opportunity to show our support and our appreciation for our veterans. And I will be in the parade, and I look forward to it. It's always I think Delaware City overall does a really good job with that. And Margot, who is the coordinator, is exceptional at working the time she puts into it to make it work.
Yeah, works very hard
It's a
and produces
lot
a nice
goes into
product,
it.
yeah.
So with that, and it's my understanding we do not have a need for executive.
We do not.
With that, without objection, we are adjourned.